So the trend from like last week, we bounced kind of in this area, but news today. I think got a little bit of news, a couple Fed speakers. We've got FOMC minutes later, so we'll see how she plays. Right now, 15-minute chart, not a big range overnight, kind of up down overnight. So at least we didn't have like some big move overnight like we've had. I feel like the last couple sessions we haven't pumped to all-time high overnight. So
yeah, so I think my strategy today is wait for the open. Since we're kind of ranging, we've been kind of stuck in this range. Wait for the market to open. Wait for the 5-minute ORB to play out. Maybe we pop out of this consolidation range and then pick a direction, right? Because right now it's hard to say overall long-term trend, right? We're still bullish, like you kind of showed on your chart a few seconds ago. So buys are still in play, but we obviously need to break out of this range. So I'll wait for the open and hopefully we'll get a break.
There we go.
My pre-market trade is working out in my.
Are you long? Zord,
I was long from 65, and then I added a little bit on that pullback, and now I'm just trailing my stop up.
Ooh, I got some new TPT accounts to blow today, huh?
No, this is the eval that I'm about to pass.
How much more you need?
600 from here.
From like this, like that you need from where you are right now,
yeah.
Or like
600 more to pass it.
How much you have right now on this trade?
115.
Where are you going to target?
I'm just trailing this since it's pre-market. I don't want like the market to open and just swings aggressively, so I'm just trailing that stop up.
How often in Hawaii do you wake up at 3 a.m. to trade? I see you on the stream pretty often.
Yeah, I have moments where I'll for a week I'll consistently wake up and then I'll get burnt out on being up so early because I don't go to bed on time. Then I'm out all day, and then I'll take like 2 weeks off and sleep my normal schedule, and then I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna wake up at 3 again.
It's hard to jump out of planes all day, filming the top surfers around the world, just doing all that crazy stuff. If you don't know who Zord is he's the man of many talents. He jumps out of planes, he films surfing around the world, lives on the North Shore, originally actually from Florida. Well, I guess Hungary originally, but we'll say you're from Florida. You know, I feel like if you lived in Florida from the age of 5 and on, then you're Floridian basically. Yeah. But yeah, you went to school basically in Florida.
Shout out South Broward.
When was the last time you were back in Hungary? I think were you just there?
I was just in.
Yeah, I think you were just there, right?
Like 3 weeks ago. We were in Romania, but like the Hungarian part of Romania.
Okay, how's that? How's it like over there right now? Just you know, it's weird because like in America, you like the news and everything makes it seem like the rest of the world is falling apart.
I mean, it's pretty. It's its own world over there. Yeah, so everything's going good. It's fine.
Yeah, they're chilling.
It's not falling apart.
Yeah, they're not falling apart. But on the news, it's like, oh, war everywhere, everyone dying. America's the only place that's safe. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, especially that part of Europe feels pretty safe.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that from a lot of people. They're like, if you look at some of those kind of what do you call them? I guess Eastern European type countries. Yeah, they're on their own little bubble, right? Yeah. They got their own little economy. They got their own, stuff going on.
Yeah, like Poland, Hungary.
Yeah,
they've kind of maintained their
Poland's just
standard
solidarity.
Yeah,
Poland's they've definitely tried.
Like those are countries you can walk around. You're not worried about getting stabbed.
Exactly. Less immigrants. Poland basically has been like anti-immigration.
Yeah,
and it's played in their favor.
I mean, if you look at their statistics, it's definitely
another conversation.
Better than France.
Yeah, no.
Look at it. It's kind of going here a little bit.
Uh-oh.
I'm just raising my stops.
Now.
Market open. All right, let's fix our camera here a little bit. There we go. Can't even get around what's happening with this gold. Oh, Christ. Top on gold. Morning pump is on.
Yeah.
Morning pump is in effect. You still got that eval over there, buddy?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah, I blew it up.
Come on, man.
Same thing I do every time. That's why I stopped doing it. Looked like to stop doing it was the best decision.
What did you do?
Long, making dumps
Try to catch the knife.
several times. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I was up $2,000 on that account, or 1,950 or something.
Oh my God. I
Yeah.
thought it was going to get me yesterday. I honestly thought it was going to liquidate me. I was up a solid $500. And then, the market went all the way down to 49.93 and bounced. And I was like, oh man, it was a pretty solid bounce off of that. And I was listening to, I don't know who else. I was listening to somebody. And they were like, yeah, that's a gap fill from Sunday. And I was like, oh, that's all right. Gap fill. That's a fair bounce point. And man, I took the long way too late. I took 2 NQs, of course. Why not go 2? And it was green like $80. And then I was sitting there watching it. It was hovering. I was like, I should get out of this. This is so stupid. And literally, like, my finger on the button, 60-point candle to the downside. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I was like, it went from like 054, I think I was around like 048 or something was my average, and it dropped down to like 020, 015. I was like, oh my God. Then I'm sitting there looking at my P&L. I'm like, okay, well, now I'm down $1,000. So I'm down $1,500 on the trade, and I'm like calculating in my head, like, can I sustain this move? And then it went all the way down to that low a day, and I ended up cutting one of them because I was like, I can't sustain much. Like, I can sustain 25 more points. So I cut one of them, and then on the way back up, I just started adding back in and getting out. And it took me that whole move just to get back to basically break even. Then I was up $50, and I was like, that was so stupid. And then I took an MOC trade, and I was down again, and ended up being down $60 at the end of the session. So I'm up now 322 going into this session. So I'm happy with that, but that was a stupid day. And I was up on cash too. I took like 2 cash trades, and I was up on cash, and I didn't touch it the rest of the day. That BDH leaderboard after 2 days, trades with Matt is up $71,000. Yesterday he full ported short at the market open and made $50,000 on the trade. It's like, what the hell, dude? Patrick Leland's like, this is why prop firms have rules, because they would go broke. If you were allowed to do this, you would just go broke.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty nuts, man. Yesterday's move was pretty crazy. Johansson was probably getting wrecked. I know he was trying to catch that knife the whole time. I ended up closing that TSLL put for like $15, and that thing was deep in the money yesterday. I had a 21 strike, and it was like 19 or something. I just had a lot to do. I couldn't just sit there and watch it, and I did not want to get stuck catching the knife. I didn't feel comfortable with anything. Gold up 1.5% again today. This is insane. This is madness. Like,
Was it 4,100 yet?
Almost 4,100. It's a 4071. Yeah, it's up over 100 points in 2 days. I think when I left yesterday, it was at like 40, 30, 40, 32. Oof.
The last time I remember, I don't watch gold a lot, so I could have done this before or since. But the last time I remember gold moving this much was not great for equities.
Yeah, that's the conundrum, right? Because if gold's moving this much, then usually the market is gearing up for a move the opposite direction. And right now, you had gold and the market at all-time highs, and so I think Patrick Whelan looked up. That's the first time that has ever happened in the history of the stock market. That equities and gold were all at all-time highs at the same time. Look at that freaking retracement. Jesus.
Fine. Keep buying.
I mean, I don't know. So the guy that took that trade, Master Trade, he posted a video on YouTube when he took that trade. Like, he was showing his setup. He didn't say that he took the trade until the end of the video. Like, he didn't show that he was actively in it, but he was saying that the VIX was just trading sideways. The market structure, he goes, man, something has to break. Like, it's either gonna break here, retest, and go higher, or this could be the day where it just breaks and just sells off a good bit for the majority of the day. And that's the trade he took, man. He was right on it. He's like, the VIX is just chilling down here, and it could just finally get some momentum. I mean, it was a pretty gnarly move. But I was pretty butthurt with myself sitting in that trade yesterday. I was like, this is so stupid to be stuck in this thing. And it just goes to show, like, you can't be messing around with NQs, man. You can't be just willy nilly with them things, because they will wreck you so fast. I should be just trading like
Willie to be broke Millie.
four micros or something.
Go back upstairs. I'll be back in a minute.
That's it. She open. She is open. Breakout.